Hello everyone, this is Freyia and welcome to a new episode of A Discovery of Nordic Witchcraft. In this episode we are going to talk about plastic shamanism. Where can I learn the real shamanism from real shamans? The term real shamanism only exists because of the sheer nonsense we are subjected to. When you read or talk to anybody about shamanism, keep these points in mind. Faith and belief have nothing whatsoever to do with shamanism. Civilization has effectively created a buffer zone between us and nature. If you are alone in the wilds, no faith or belief can save you from the possibility nature might kill you. Imagination has nothing to do with shamanism. Shamanism was once absolutely essential to our survival, and it should be still treated as such. The question then becomes, according to the life you have chosen, do you need shamanism in your life? A place of safety will not show you the way, and describing our very soul as a technique is aberrant and totally out of place, to say the least. I am a shaman is also a total unclear statement if you consider that even among Sápmi elders, the medicine people develop their own distinctive field. There are the prayer people, the healers of all sorts, the retrievers, the removers, the blowers, the transformers, the shakers, the shapeshifters, those who pulse, the seers of the spirit world, sweat lodge leaders, and the vision makers. Shamanism lies deeper than any culture or time period or color or tribe. It is truly a dip in the lake of eternity, and all that lies in there. If you can find the water and take plunge and can swim successfully, you will know this, and no books will be able to shake that from your bones. I find it embarrassing how many humans fear and try to eradicate the other in their daily lives, but at the same time they desire the freedom and primitivism of the very same wild men. Such a contradiction. Neo-shamanism, I think this is how it gets called, appears to my eyes as a mistaken nostalgia for primal wisdom, urkraft, we would call it here, the craft of the land. The issue is all about the very human need to use etiquettes and titles for everything. Shaman, witch, which are such beautiful and powerful terms if used to address not titles, grades and degrees, but seen as an exercise in self-discovery, self-empowerment, and in reading the land as an oracle. Reality is we cannot use the internet believing the surfing of the cyberspace compares with shamanic journeys. We cannot use the World Wide Web as an electronic divination device. If the nostalgia for feeling the wild and primitive is there, then focus should be put not on naming and titling the experience, but on living the experience, on reading the land, animals, entrails and bones as oracles. But I'm afraid we might have become too squeamish for that. But I have always thought that shamanism is not for the safety of our living rooms. You see, you do not need the term shaman witch to give a greater meaning to your drum or song. Use those names and titles as sounds accompanying an experience, not defining your experience. You need to choose a type of life that does not reduce your consciousness and awareness, a life that will grant you the key to the land and the world of spirit, a life that will show you the shaman way is not the way of people turning into a leaf or a drop of water. It is the way of people who are a leaf and a drop of water, the way of people who go unnoticed as a drop of water, a way to just observe and to listen, to understand, not to interpret, not to dictate anyone, not trying anything at all, not trying to understand anything, not try to figure out something, but observing and listening, being open to the most challenging mystery, the mystery of a human being mind destroyed by dogmas and man-made values, a man-made mind that no longer comprehends its own origin, the mystery of a human mind that needs to remember its nature mind. Start with longing. Somebody told me this longing will make your legs restless when you sit on your couch. That restlessness will fuel your legs to go out and walk the land. Walking the land for long distances will attract the spirits of the land who will take you to the Kaaba, the great white reindeer spirit, and then the apprentice work will begin. Reality is, if you cannot teach a hunter to track a bear, not only this means you do not know the bear, but also that you have not spent enough time on the land among the bears. The oldest story of shamanic healing I can recall from up here, the North Norwegian Sápmi, is from the 1100s, 1200s, and it tells of a shaman who dies because the animal he has become is killed. You see, there is an intimacy between animals and humans, between the land and humans, that needs to be experienced as a very concrete experience, as a regular part of your life. The Sámi, indigenous people of Scandinavia, understanding of reality is linked to experiences. Everything is very close and it needs to be that close. The Sámi, indigenous people of Scandinavia, understanding of reality is linked to experiences. For how simple it may sound to our complex human ears, this is what shamanic training is really all about. That is your field of learning, the terrain and everything in it. You see, first and foremost, it is about a sacred force. It is called Ur. The sacred knowledge that the shaman possesses is precisely the path to that power. And the point is to use the force to cooperate with it and not go across it because it takes revenge. Modern shamans claim that this is a force that lives in everyone. It is a kind of democratization of power. I believe the force does not reside in everyone. It is for sure there for everyone to be found, but your blood and bones will need to walk the path to that power. You see, vulva means stuff carrier. What do you think that stuff was for? if not for supporting the body into walking the land. Many describe a shaman as a person who has one foot in this world and one foot in another world. Well, you and I today can put a solid effort into living claustrophobic sellers of titles, names and definitions behind. We might want to start by just having a look at our feet, as they hold the potential for the experience, and make use of both of them to go out there and walk the land, be with the land. We can all do this. A step is just a step when you walk the safe path and for short distances. But if you choose to walk the long distance, each and every single one of your steps will start sounding like a drum beating the sacred grounds. In the beginning, mountains will be mountains and rocks will be rocks. Then mountains will no longer be just mountains and rocks will no longer be just rocks. They will be more than that. When your necessity is to survive in the wilds, you will learn to read, you will learn to know. Finally, mountains will be mountains again, and rocks will be rocks again. But you will then be the one able to teach a hunter how to track a bear. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Thanks for spending some of your time here with me today. It's been truly appreciated, and I'll see you all in my next video. Tack så mycket. Hej då!
Started slow, like a tree grows out in the open. These things don't grow over nights long and get old in the morning. Nothing more can make it speed up. Nights are long and the day's getting shorter. Hold her close, father to your daughters.